Chapter 1: The Void. Lieutenant Celine Artois jerked her starfighter into a 180-degree spin and fired at her pursuer. Two beams of red light converged on the front of her target. "Gotta be faster, Jameson. And don't follow so close," she said over the squadron comm channel. "Yes, ma'am," the voice of rookie pilot Jeremiah Jameson acknowledged. He turned his fighter and set a return course for the star carrier Independence. Celine spun her fighter again and gunned the throttle to rejoin the fray. "I'm giving the inertial dampeners a workout today," she thought. Although the dogfighting was practice, with low-power lasers and dummy missiles being used, the other pilots were told to treat it as real. It reminded Celine of the old game, King of the Hill. She'd lost count of how many such war games she'd participated in. An alert flashed on her HUD. Missile lock. She turned her fighter toward the origin of the missile, and used her fighter's targeting computer to track the missile's trajectory. The aiming reticle lit up bright green as it lined up on the missile. She fired a burst from her lasers, striking the missile and detonating it. Two separate lasers locked on her fighter moments later. She activated her bottom repulsors, shooting upward in space while activating the right repulsor. Her diagonal movement broke the targeting of her opponents long enough for Celine to line her reticle up on the first enemy target. Celine fired. She hit them on the wing, despite their attempts to evade to the right. The damage simulator in the enemy fighter deactivated the repulsors on that wing, mimicking the effects of a full-strength laser strike. She slowed and took aim again, but a second target lock alarm forced her to speed up and perform a spin. She now faced the first fighter. She triggered her lasers and scored a direct hit on the cockpit. They were out of the game. Celine flipped back to the second attacker. A missile launch warning popped up again. "Two can play that game," she muttered. She targeted the oncoming missile with her own and launched it. The two missiles sped toward one another. She followed as close as she safely could, behind her missile. Their collision formed a cloud of shrapnel and debris. Celine used the debris to mask her approach, and burst forth from the debris cloud moments later. She locked on, and fired at her target before they could get their bearings. Direct hits to the laser battery. They were defenseless except for their missiles now. The enemy fighter tried to flee, moving in all directions to avoid her lasers. She sighed. Should she let them go? She checked the HUD to see what pilot it was. "It's that asshole Erling," she thought. "No mercy for you to—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?